Test 1, 2, 3. This is Leland Best out at Leland Best Live, doing a little brief test of a new feature that was just added onto Restream.io. They have a new chat feature, which is obviously many of you who have seen me out here on Restream before. And welcome to all those who are coming in from several different places. I am currently streaming to Facebook. I'm streaming to Ustream, Dailymotion, StreamMe, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch all at the same time. So not one of those things that many people try to pull off. It's not a bandwidth issue, really. This is the fact that I can send one signal out to one site, and this allows me to basically share that signal with 6 other sites. So if you're seeing this from any of the other channels that I'm not currently monitoring, but I will be shortly, welcome to the broadcast, and I will be checking periodically to see how this stream heads out. I'm using vMix software to shoot the stream out via RTMP, which is real-time media protocol. Messaging protocol, I'm sorry, I do that all the time. So I'm going to head over real quick to Leland Best Live just to see what's going on with the stream, make sure everything sounds good, that I'm getting quality production here and haven't froze up yet. So let's take a peek down the wall. Alright, let's refresh. And we'll take a look. It seems like I'm still connecting on some of the other servers out there. So if you're getting this, great. There it is. I see a video. So let me check my sound real quick. Alright, good deal. So I do have audio over on the stream, and I'm doing this only because I just caught this feature the other day while I was out here on Restream, and I know there's some of you out here who use it. Not too many do, but it is available for free. Got my owl with me today. Basically, I'll take you over to the screen here in just a minute so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll do a little desktop capture. I need to copy over. Let me get a... Looks like I lost my audio when I jumped into the other screen there, so I apologize. You probably sat there watching me move my lips and I wasn't saying anything. That's my own fault. I went with the other camera view and my audio automatically turned itself off when I did that. I have to remember that that happens. So I apologize for the loss of audio there. But what I was getting at is I just wanted to bring this screen up so you guys can see how this works. Basically, I'm sending individual streams out. One goes to Restream. One goes to Facebook Live right now where I'm broadcasting where you're seeing this, and that's because I'm using vMix. I'm allowed to send more than one stream out at a time, so I'm actually sending 2 separate streams. As you can see, some of the things that are going on here, it says transcoding disabled all the way through here. That's because it doesn't require me to reset the resolution when I broadcast to Ustream, Dailymotion, StreamMe, YouTube, or Twitch, because they can accept the resolution that I'm broadcasting at. However, when it comes to Periscope, as you can see, it continues to try to connect, and there's a warning here. The reason for that warning is because the settings required to actually broadcast to Periscope are a little bit different than those that are required to stream to Facebook Live or YouTube. It's a smaller resolution, so we have to do what's called transcode the signal by reducing its resolution from 1280/720 to a smaller resolution, which in this case is like 900 something by 600 something. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. If you look in Periscope Producers documentation, you'll see that. But this allows Restream to take control of the transcoding so that I don't have to mess with it. But we have seen these issues with these warnings. Basically, the warning is saying my bit rate is too high, which shouldn't be the case because I should be streaming at 800, so the settings for the transcoding should be handling that for me. You can see down here they gave me a credit of 20 hours of transcoding broadcasting. Normally you would have to pay for this. So if you want to actually pay, this is in beta by the way, it's new. For 10 hours it would cost $20 just to get 10 hours of transcode. So that's like 10 broadcasts for 20 bucks. It's $2 a broadcast. It's not too bad. But the feature I came over here to show everybody today is a little bit different, but before I do that, let me go check my stream, see if there's anybody out here. I have to refresh to keep an eye on the chat currently, but I'm going to work on that real quick. So let's head over here. I'm going to do two things. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up my social media connection through vMix, which allows me to follow your comments while you're out there live. And I'm just going to connect Facebook to that. So I'm going to find my latest post. I'm going to connect that feed. I'm going to say OK. And now if you guys do comment, you're going to see the typical little screen go through that normally does on my broadcast. Let me just bring that up so you guys can see it real quick. If I can even get to it, it's up here somewhere hiding, I believe. There it is. So I'm going to have this show up on the top as you guys comment today. Let me make my window nice and big so I can see everything. And this is where it's going to go. So we'll put that up top. I'm going to move that over a little bit so it's not in the way of the other stuff. Ignore any comments that are in it. It has to be refreshed with the next post. So I'm not going to show anything there. I just want to clear this out. I'm going to clear all the previously loaded comments. Okay. And then I'm going to just connect to that also. You'll see in the background, this is my chat feature. So I'm going to check the queue. There's nothing there. So when you guys do start to comment, I'll see those come in on the back end. So, and it'll show up there at the top. We'll just hide that for now. And when someone comments, that'll pop up. All right, so this is the new feature that came out with Restream. This is the chat, and if you're not familiar with the fact that I've shown the Windows application before, okay, so that's an installed app that you have to put on your machine. It connects you to any of the accounts that you have established on Restream, so that when somebody comments from, say, Dailymotion or Ustream or YouTube, you see it in one place. You don't have to go chasing down all the different channels that you're broadcasting to in order to see the chat that's coming in from maybe 6 or 7 up to 30 or 40 different sources. So this web link is the new chat that just came out the other day. So if I click on Get Web Chat Link, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this URL copied in here that I can follow. So I can either copy it or I can simply launch it. Now I haven't tried it yet, so this is a new one for me. I need to see what's going to happen here. Alright, so it's connecting. I see 2 of 4. I have YouTube connected, it looks like. I have YouTube Stream Now connected, Twitch connected, Ustream connecting, and Dailymotion connecting. So I'm going to probably head over real quick while I'm here. I'm going to go over to my other accounts so that you guys can see what's going on. Now, we may run into some issues with some audio coming in to the feed while I open these pages, because I know for a fact some of them have instant on video, some of them don't. So let's head over to Dailymotion for one. What to watch? Who knows what's going on? Let's see if my broadcast is even showing up. So I'm going to sign into my Dailymotion account. If you're not familiar with Dailymotion, basically this is the French version of YouTube. Okay, it's been around for about as long as YouTube has been, and they've been sending signals out. You can actually earn money over here on Dailymotion if you upload videos and share them out and people watch them, and the ad revenue that comes with it. So I'm going to head over to my channel real quick, see if anything's playing. It says it's not updated with any videos, and I've had this problem before. It seems like there's something going on when it comes to the actual broadcasting to Dailymotion. It's going to show up. There's one. Let's see what we've got here. Nope, that's a following. I've always had a problem with this one. Let me check my channel for videos. Okay. Home, posts, likes, channels. For some reason, it doesn't seem to show what's going on. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. It's an ad. Let me head to the home portion here. Yeah, it seems like I've got to upload videos here. They'll put them online, but I've had trouble recently with Dailymotion taking me anywhere to where I want to be to see what's going on. So I'm gonna have to check into that. That's one thing that's been disturbing me lately when it comes to Daily Motion. I know I can broadcast live here, but as to whether my live feed is actually being seen anywhere, let's do a search. Let's try this. Let's see if I wanted to go with Leland Best and see what pops up. Maybe we'll have something show up. Okay, there's Leland Best live. I could follow it, which I don't do yet. I'm not even following my own channel. I should probably do that. Let's click on it from here. Nope, takes me to the same place. So I'm going to have to see what's going on with the ability for me to actually watch a live broadcast out of Daily Motion. We'll check into that later. Let's see what else is happening over at the Restream chat real quick. So we can launch this. I should have a separate chat window popping up here. Let's find that. There it is. Okay, so it's just a separate black window that's going to continue to feed. So let me head over to YouTube then. When I do so, I'm going to head right over to my live channel. I'm not going to mess much around with this because we know where this feed is. And if I go to my video manager, I should, well, I could have seen it right there on the front page of my channel. But I want to see where the broadcast is actually coming from. There it is. And you can see here that we have TubeBuddy loaded up as of yesterday. Okay, you're going to get, nope, it's got the audio closed. So now you can see me playing on YouTube Live. Now if I say something, excuse me, I've been drinking coffee this morning. I'm going to just say test 1, 2, 3. Now I should be able to open that little window that we popped up from Restream and see, there it is. From YouTube, it has a little icon that shows the YouTube play button. Test 1, 2, 3. So that works, and that's a good thing. So now we know, if anything, I'm pulling the chat out of YouTube during this broadcast by using Restream. Now I'm going to head over to one of the other ones. So I have, if I get back to the dashboard, it may have to refire all these signals. That's the only problem I have for the most part with Restream. It shouldn't. It should continue to feed, which you can see on the dashboard here. I'm clicking through, but it seems like whenever you go back to the dashboard, it always seems to restart stream. See, it's reconnecting for some reason. And I don't. Let me see what that does over here. I want to see what happens. Okay, it doesn't disconnect the feed. I just wanted to make sure, because you always see this refresh when you're doing it. So which ones are available? It says it's still connecting to, well, Ustream's open, so let's head over to Ustream and see if that one looks okay and if that feed works. If you're not familiar with Ustream, that one's been around for probably longer than most any of the other live streaming platforms that are out there. It used to be free all the time. Now they charge. But you can use Restream. If you look over here real quick, we'll just stop by. The pricing is pretty enormous, you might say, from $99 to $999 a month. But you can still stream live. You just can't save recordings over on Ustream. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And this at least gives you the option to get things going on different channels so that you can syndicate. So I'm going to get in here. I'm going to go take a look at my channel. Let's see if we can, oh, it says go live. I should be going live already. Let's go see if it's picking it up. I'm going to go to my dashboard and my channel. Okay, it says last broadcast was 13 minutes ago, so maybe it didn't take this channel to us. So let's see what happens here. Let's open up the channel. Okay, here we are. So we should still be, are we streaming? Oh, that one's still playing out with Flash Player. You can see down here I'm live. Okay, so here's the live feed here. Let's pick on this, and I'm going to say something here. I'm going to do a quick another test 1, 2, 3. And I could share this out obviously, but I'm just adding this social stream. If I want to actually watch this video, I have to have Flash Player installed, and that's kind of going away of the dinosaur. It won't be long before Flash Player completely disappears from the scene. Chrome is not really supporting it anymore. So I got a test here from a year ago. Let's head back over to this little pop-up window and see if I'm going to get anything. You can see it's still connecting. It's reconnecting. Looks like a little bit of a delay here from Ustream, so we'll have to check that out. And in case you didn't know, if you want to broadcast direct to Ustream with their account, they do have their own stream producer software. which is kind of cool. I've loaded it up once to take a look at it about a year ago. I haven't checked it lately. I'm sure they've updated it quite a bit since then. So we see we have a broadcast, I guess, but the problem that we do have right now is the fact that we're not seeing the stream. Kind of odd that we're not getting the text through, so obviously another thing we need to take a look at. Alright, we'll try that one. Let's try the next site. What's our next page? We've gone to Daily Motion, we've gone to Ustream, which it looks like Daily Motion is still trying to connect for some reason. Let's see something here. I don't have, maybe I need to change my stream key over there to make sure that that's right. There's a good chance that got updated. So let's head over to Periscope. Let's see what's going on there. I'm going to just head to Periscope itself first to see if it's an easy find. So I can come by here just to check it out. Yeah, that's not going to work the way I want it to. So let's we need to get to Periscope Producer. I should be able to get to this pretty quickly. There's the broadcasting guide, and then there is the actual producer page, which we need to get to. Oh, I'm going to head over here to Periscope's help page. This will probably be the best way to get to it. There we go. Okay. Those are the visual instructions. This is how to create the stream. Now if we can just get to the stream, we'll be all set. It says visual instructions. Oh, let's get to the right place, shall we? I'm just going to see if I can find it here. I have no time to waste. Okay. That's where I just was with Periscope Producer. I'm going to make sure I can't get to it. Try this page. That's the broadcasting guide, so I need to go. If I can find the setting. Wow, they don't make it easy to find anymore, do they? They hid this at one point where you couldn't even get to it because they wanted people to broadcast using the Periscope app. Let's see if I can get to the actual page for Periscope Producer. I'm just going to head over to Periscope TV Producer. That should get me there. There we go. Okay. So I've got the app. I don't need the app. I need to go to the producer right there. There, we found it. Okay. So this is going to verify whether or not, now you guys can see my stream key, obviously. I will be changing that pretty quick so that I can fix that up and make sure that we're not streaming to the wrong key. Looks like maybe it's checking for a source. There's a good chance that it says it's online. Let's see what's going on. It's checking, but I'm not seeing anything because I have two sources here. Oh, that's Restream right there. Okay. So that one's got the stream key going. And then for recommended settings, this is what I was referring to. You require a bit rate of 800 kilobits per second and a format of 960 by 540. So that's what the transcoding is all about on the Restream end. That's why this warning is coming up, because it's sending a bit rate of 1464, which it shouldn't be. It should be sending 800, which is kind of odd. So there's obviously another bug in the beta there. So we'll take care of that another time. Let's try to get a comment. This is going to be the hard part because that would only be mobile. If people see me, if you're out there and you're on Periscope and you see me on Periscope, excuse me, please send a text to me. Because I don't think I have Periscope on my phone, and honestly, my phone's in the other room anyway. So I'm not going to be able to check that one, but I did want to see if there's a way we can do that. All right, let me take a look real quick over here on Facebook. I want to see something. Okay, very well. Head over to this side of the page just to see what's going on. Alright, that looks good. So, one more. I'm going to head over to Twitch real quick. So I get to Twitch. Whoa, if I can spell Twitch right. Okay. And I'm not worried about the streaming keys. If you guys want to stream to my Periscope, go ahead. Just kidding. I'm going to change all that when I leave here, so you won't be able to do that anyway. Okay, let's log in over to Twitch. Let's see if I can get in here. Yeah, that'd be me. Okay. Once I connect, I should go right to my channel. And I should see the feed that's coming through. It says I'm streaming. That's a good thing. So let's go see what's online. Alright, just wait. Oops. Gotta get to the channel first, I guess. Okay, so I should see. You're going to get some audio here, I think. I'll mute the tab before you do. That worked out pretty good. So you can see I'm streaming out to Twitch relatively clear. Let's just send a message, see if that comes through the new chat system. Test 1, 2, 3. It went through here. AutoMod automatically holds risky messages for mods. Okay, I'm not gonna consider that shouldn't be a risky message. Test 1, 2, 3 there. I head over here, and there, that one went through. So if you notice on the screen here, I've got the little Twitch icon with my username and the test 1, 2, 3 that came through there. So that one worked okay. So far we've only gotten YouTube and Twitch to respond properly to this. We weren't able for some reason or another. Let's try to refresh this. Let me see what's happening over at Ustream here. I'm going to head back to the live. I'm going to go ahead and open the Flash player here so that we can actually see the video. It's just a matter of allowing Google to run Flash because currently Google defaults to no Flash running. So I'm going to mute these tabs. So let's just open all these up so we can compare what's going on here. I'm going to head over back to YouTube real quick. And we'll just check all these feeds at once. May as well. Make it a little easier on all of us. Okay, live stream. So again, I'm just bouncing from one account to another real quick. I just want to be able to catch this stream. I don't want to hear it. So I'll mute it. And we'll just verify that we do have, we're going to go test 3, 4, 5, 6. See if that one goes through. So do we have a YouTube? Should be seeing a connection to the YouTube chat here shortly. I just want to see what the delay is basically. So that was a little bit of an entry. I'm guessing it's probably going to be about a minute from YouTube because they have a lot of transcoding going on. Basically, the reason you have such a delay on YouTube is because YouTube processes the signal in several different resolutions. There's the test 4, 5, 6. So it took about 40 seconds or so for that one to get through. What I was going to say is YouTube's constantly transcoding the signal that comes to it. So if you broadcast in 1280/720, it's also going to produce a 640, an 800, a 720, a 1080. Actually, if you broadcast in 1080, it'll produce that also, because they fit on various devices like cell phones, tablets, PCs, Macs, whatever. You're going to get those resolution settings. Now you're getting the in-depth infinity effect because I'm looking at a broadcast that I myself am doing. So you'll get that. Let's just test the Twitch signal again. Let's see how long it takes for this one to come over. So test 4, 5, 6 from Twitch. And we can head over here. Wow, that was quick. So that was like 10, not even, like 3 seconds for that comment to come across and end up in the feed. Let's head over to Ustream, see if we can okay, now we're seeing the video on Ustream through the Flash player. Let's see if we can't get this to actually, see if there's some settings. Allow URLs, yes. Slow mode, users can't send more than one message. Pause mode, only, okay, we should be good with the chat. Now the social stream, oh, I was in the social stream, that's why. That's just like, let's go to the stream chat, which is where I needed to be. Oh no, those are just the settings that they allow you to put in place. I'm going to test 1, 2, 3 again from Ustream, just to see what happens. Oh no, that's different. That's the social stream. I need to turn these settings off. Okay, there we are. This is where I need to be. So I didn't catch that in time, probably. Oh, I haven't sent it yet. It says I'm in the channel. Try that one more time. want to see a signal come over from Ustream, which I'm not getting yet, so that's what we're shooting for. And I apologize if I'm turning my head over to the side, but I have two monitors going here. I'll try to bring some of it over on this side. Maybe that'll work a little better. Yeah, that'll actually mess up the signal for you a bit. So nothing from Ustream yet. Kind of a shame. Let's head back over to Restream. What else we got? We got Stream Me. That's one we haven't been to yet. Let's head over to Stream Me. I actually like this site. I haven't used it much. I haven't used it enough. Let's put it that way. It's actually a very well laid out video processing site. A lot like Twitch or Ustream. I'm just going to sign in real quick, and you can see here they even have a broadcast button there that they can use. Oh, it looks like I lost some of my content stuff here. Should be able to sign right in. Oop, maybe not. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I know I've got an account here. Let's see what happened to it. I'm going to see. Well, let's do a sign in this way. Alright, let's try a different way. Nope. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I guess I'll have to connect another way. I'll tell you what I'll do for... No, they must have reset some stuff over here. I'll have to go find my Stream Me text, because I know I've got it here. I've got the account set up, so let's see. Yeah. It's on the primary server. That's interesting. It won't let me log in anymore. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Maybe that would be it. Nope, doesn't seem to like me right at the moment. Let's see if I can find my password. Let me go get my password. Hey, Didar, what's going on, buddy? How are you today? What are y'all doing? Are you planting rice again today? I'll be with you in just a minute. I'm just trying to get some information off my site. See why I can't log in. Wow, looks like Stream Me must have rewritten some accounts. This is not cool. Okay, well I can't seem to get into my Restream account. Let's see if I can. Let's try that. Maybe that'll get me there. I guess I'll have to find my login for Stream Me. That's always a bummer. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it came in. Okay. Now I can actually check it. I just have to reset it, I guess. Yes. Alright. I'm heading back over to Restream. Okay, not today. Let's get in there. Aha. There we go. Okay, so now I'm in. Let's go take a look at the stream that's being sent over to Stream Me, to my channel. And I'm just going to have to cut the audio there. You can see this video is a little bit grainy, and that's because it's at an auto setting at the bit rate that's going through. So what I'm going to do is just test the chat. So you're going to see that infinity effect, of course. Okay. Let's see how long that takes. We're just going to sit here and wait for it to pop up. Hopefully it should go through in just a second. Oh, it says 2 of 4 connected. Well, there's why Ustream TV never really did connect, did it? What we maybe need to do is discover what it is that's keeping the social chat. So obviously there's something going on with the connection that's not getting all 6 accounts connected. So Stream Me might not actually be one of those that can be connected, because they don't allow for any support follow-up as to how the stream's going. The software over at Restream is not allowed by via API to see whether there's actually a signal going out to Streamy. Even though we can come over here and see it, there's really no way for us to know what's going on, whether the signal's good or whether it's breaking up or anything of that nature. So we've got Twitch, we've got Ustream, we've got YouTube, we've got StreamMe. I'm broadcasting obviously to you guys on Facebook, so that's 5 places that we know we're heading out to. And of course Periscope, we discover, let's see if we can actually find Periscope's feed for this. I'd love to be able to see it. So we're going to go to periscope.tv. We're going to head over here and find what's going on as far as channels go. I want to see if I'm actually live out here at all. If I can be found on the front page, that'd be cool, but it's normally the mobile feeds that are going to take first step here. Let's say I just type Leland. I should be able to find me, but nope, it says no broadcast for that. Let's try Restream, because that's what I titled it. Oh, Restream's showing up. Whatever Restream is, I'm going to have to go find out what Restream is. Looks like we got something new. Well, let's go check that out. So, what else we got? I'm going to refresh this real quick, folks, so I can see any comments that have been coming through. I don't think anybody's leaving any, because I would have the pop-up show up if there were. Hey, Deedar, you like this technology, huh? Yes, this stuff is kind of cool when you start really playing around with Restream. What you tend to discover is that there are a lot of other ways to send a signal out to the world than just Facebook Live. So there are a lot of other sites that allow you to broadcast live in real time, in high def even. So this is not our only option. We can certainly take in other tasks and pull them in that way. So for some reason I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to head back over here to my producer page, because I'm not so sure it's even receiving the source that it should be. Yeah, it looks like, even though that's the source name, I'm not getting any kind of feed here showing what's going on. So as far as checking for a source goes, it's trying to pull it. I must not have the right source coming out of Restream to Periscope, even though the settings are there. And I have a viewer out on YouTube. Thanks for coming. I have one out on Twitch, and I have one out on Ustream. Guess who those are? That's me. That's just me messing around watching the views from my tab. So it shows me here, though, on the screen exactly how many people are watching me. Alright, well, what we're probably going to have to do is take another look at the chat feature here, because obviously this WebChat is in alpha. This is brand new, just came out the other day. I think it was 2 days ago that this showed up in my email, because I am a beta tester for Restream, and they're transcoding set up right now. So when this WebChat came out, it was just kind of a way for it to show up. Now, as far as the other Windows app, I have that installed, but it'll probably require a refresh, an update of some sort. So let me just check real quick. I'm going to pull up the Restream app for Windows, which also, yep, it's going to do an update real quick. So there's the Restream chat, and I'll show you the difference here real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and close up the other one that I have going, because we've obviously found that there are some things here. It's only connecting to 2 of the 4 accounts. It's disconnected from Ustream and Daily Motion now completely, so we're not exactly sure what's going on there. And then I'm going to install the app for the Restream chat, which comes with Restream. This is a little bit different. This is a window that has to be set up for each account. You have to log into it through your actual Restream account when you signed up to create your account, so that it knows. And you can see it's transparent. This is a little bit different. We have some new features that just came out. They use 2-factor authentication. So you can see here I have all chats in Restream. I have the Ustream. I can't reply. I can only read them. Same with Twitch. It hasn't connected to Daily Motion or StreamMe yet. And then we've got, looks like YouTube down there at the bottom logged in. But once you get things going, I'm going to clear the history real quick on this. You can see I'm connected to 3 of the 5 feeds. And if I wanted to see them and see all the chats in one place, I can set them up one at a time. There's a big back end to this with settings for notifications, embedding the chat within the stream, which is kind of cool. You can definitely do things like that, which I'd like to see, because this is something that, you know, I can basically see this. If I play it on my video, I can leave this in the corner and just watch chats come in as I broadcast. So that's one way to do it. But let me refresh here so I can see the other side of this app. So there's a lot that you can set up here. There's basically the number of accounts that you have. You set up your account, you set up your filters for dirty words, things like that, so they don't show up in your feed if you have trolls showing. Which platforms have access to it, so we can give permissions, and then the way it looks. It can always be on top. We can turn on the transparency. We can have a click-through window, which means we have to hold down the shift key when we move the box around. Where the notifications are going to come in, like if you hear somebody chime in, you know that somebody just left a message. You can obviously embed the chat in the stream. So the way this works is you take this, copy this up, and open it in a browser. And this is kind of the feature that they were referring to here. The chat's ready to display messages. So it's similar to the web chat that we were just playing around with. This just allows you to use a browser input so that you can bring it into the feed. Let's head back over here for a second. And then we have a bot now that'll interact with the viewers, which is kind of cool. You just set it up, you put messages into the bot. You can have voice recognition so that you can actually speak back through the bot. These are all things that are new to the system, which I haven't fully gone through yet. The web server, obviously, for the browser plugin so that you can see the chat in the feed. And then you can also export anything here and even save the chat as an image file so that you have a record of what was spoke of at that particular time. You can set up another user to control the chat for you so that you don't have to mess around with it. You just come out here, tell somebody the location of the chat feed. They can go over there and maintain it for you so that you don't have to watch the chat yourself. But let's head back over here for a second. So as you can see, we're not getting a whole lot of action out there because I'm just sending the signal out to see who might show up. I didn't broadcast this out to anyone to let them know I was going live. Yes, you can use this DDAR. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to miss that comment that you had, but Restream is completely free. And what this allows you to do is you have to send your signal through a URL to an RTMP streaming site. So things like, this is where it gets a little difficult. You won't be able to do it with a phone, but unless you have an app that allows you to send a stream that way, which I haven't really dug into much about apps on phones for doing RTMP streaming. I know there's a few of them out there. Wirecast Go is one of them, and I don't play much on mobile, so that's why I really don't have that knowledge of those programs. But if you're on a desktop, for sure, if you use OBS or if you use FFsplit or if you use XSplit, any of those that allow for an RTMP feed out to what we call a gosh, what's the word? It's basically a dedicated feed. It's the same way that we broadcast to Facebook Live when we want to go in from the back end. So in this case, that's all I'm doing is I'm coming to you through the back end of Facebook using Restream to send into the back end of all the other places that I'm broadcasting to. So I hope that answers your question, Didar. Yes, you can use this software. It is free, and you can pay an additional $14 a month US in order to add a Facebook channel. Currently, they don't allow you to include a Facebook feed because according to Facebook's TOS, you cannot broadcast to more than one site using the API at once. So if you pay the extra $14, it would allow you to also broadcast to Facebook. But as you can see, I'm doing so. But the way I'm doing that, and I'll show you why it's different, this is what I'm using. Okay, this is my software setup. And through this software setup for the streaming, I have the ability to set up a dual feed. So I'm sending one to Restream and I'm sending the other to Facebook. So that's why it's a little different taking this approach than it would be if you were to just come in through OBS or anything like that. OBS does not have the ability to stream. Well, I guess it could. We shouldn't say that. I'm going to have to fire that up. There's a good possibility we could stream to 2 locations with OBS also. I can ask my son in the back. Does he know? Adam, you know if you can stream to 2 places with OBS? I don't think he hears me. He's got his headphones on. I told him I was live anyway. So, all right. But that's about all I got. I wanted to check that out. I'm going to obviously have to play a little bit. The only way I could test it was to go live and actually use it. So what I'm going to do is probably head over to my Daily Motion channel and get that figured out, and then also figure out why I can't seem to connect the other chats that I'm having an issue with. So obviously what we're having here on this page with the chat is that if I open up the chat, I only get those comments that were broadcast. See if this refreshes too. Yeah, see, that even refreshes. So if I close the window, I lose anything that was showing in the chat before. That to me is an issue. It's not ever good to have a chat there in the feed and then have it disappear. That's why I honestly like this type of feature better, where you can utilize this small window off to the side as an application, though it is, I think, just a Windows app now. I'm not certain if they actually have both. But if you want to find the Restream chat app, the way you get over to that is to simply, I must not have, yeah, none of my comments. There's the comments there. So yes, I'm going to just highlight on Didar's one comment. Yes, this is free. Let's head over now real quick to one of my others. If you want to get the chat for Restream, you simply go to restream.io/chat, and you will get this page that will allow you to download the app. Or if you go to restream.io, you can head over to the new chat menu button, and that will take you to the same page. So that's about it. I'm going to leave it at that, and I want to thank Didar and Amna, and 3 others showed up on this feed today. We had Wasim, Sam, and Usman. So thanks for stopping by to see the broadcast today. I do appreciate all your support. And if you have any questions about Restream and want to connect with me, you can reach me here at Leland Best Live, or you can head over to my website at bcblive.com, where you'll find all the resources and links to any of the live streaming components, software, sites, and hardware that you might need to produce your own live stream broadcasts. So we'll see you in the next live show, everybody. Take care and have a great day.